Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 8 of our Business 101 class. I hope that you're enjoying the class so far and that you're learning a few things about business and the world of business and how it operates that you haven't known before. And certainly I hope that you're learning to get around Blackboard and online classes are not as bad as they used to be. This week we'll be talking about the internet and its effects on business. I know that today we may take a lot of things for granted there, but prior to the internet or in the early phases of the internet, there weren't a lot of businesses online, if you will. It was mostly academic research, things like that, and it didn't take long for businesses and smart business leaders to figure out that you could sell things on the internet and that you didn't have to have a brick and mortar store to do it, and that you could reach a much wider audience, and the internet just blossomed, I think, from there. For an example, I even started a company at one point. It was all on the internet. I didn't have to have an office. I didn't have to have a building. I didn't have to go anywhere. I spent, I think, $25 and built a web page, and I was up and running and could take credit cards and sell things and so forth and so on. And we see that happening on a regular basis today. A lot of people are even going into coding and writing apps and selling their apps to work on the internet and things like that. So we can easily see the massive effect that the internet has had on business. So we'll be talking about that more this week. We'll also be talking about the role of social media in business. That seems to be, I wouldn't say a new phenomenon, but a more recent phenomenon. I know a lot of companies never paid any attention to Facebook or Twitter or things like that, and today everyone has a Facebook page, everyone monitors Twitter. Employees, they regularly have employees that monitor internet sites for customer feedback, things like that. Just to give you an example, there's one site out there called Glassdoor.com where you can go out and you can research companies that you may want to work for. It's an anonymous site where employees can talk about the company. They can tell you about salaries, they can tell you about interview questions. You can do all kind of research on a company before you ever decide whether you want to go there. And that's kind of interesting. I know that even in our company, HR regularly talks about their presence on Glassdoor and how do they change policies to improve their score on that website. Certainly they watch Facebook and so forth. I've seen not long ago on a restaurant's website where there was feedback from customers about how good or bad their service was, and the owners could respond obviously to that concern and try to fix it if there was a problem, for an example. So this week we'll be talking a lot about the internet and social media and that sort of thing as it relates to business. I do want to remind you that this is week 8, and according to the late policy from the college, we take no late work after week 8. So the message is, if you're behind, if there's things that you need to get done, this is the week to get it done. Otherwise I will not accept it after this coming Saturday night at midnight. All work has to be done and caught up and kept up as of this coming weekend, if you will. So if you've got questions about that, please let me know. I want you to avoid getting zeros because of late work and then ending up falling short of your goal here at the end of the class. So if you've got questions, please let me know. You should be hearing that in all of your classes, so it shouldn't come as a surprise to you. I look forward to talking with you this week about social media and the internet, so I'll see you in class.